Well, Republican rivals faced off for the third GOP primary debate this week. Donald Trump once again skipped the event, but that didn't stop the candidates from clashing. Presidential hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy turned up the heat from the start.
Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party.
Somebody get the Savlon. Joining me to discuss this and more is former White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer. Sean, thanks for joining us. What did you make of the debate, and in particular Vivek Ramaswamy's absolute carpet bombing of the GOP leadership there?
So I think that with respect to Vivek's sort of carpet bombing, as you put it, he probably got some viral clips. I think he did very well online. I think the base that is already with him guaranteed applauded him. I don't think he moved the needle, though. Look, this is all about Iowa right now. I've said this all day today, that the big winner today is Iowa. If you can't get out of Iowa, if you can't defeat Donald Trump in Iowa, the game is over. I used to say the early states, but it's coalesced. It's now literally all about Iowa. Last night, I don't see anyone who moved the needle significantly to affect the caucus goers in Iowa. And just to be clear, every one of these candidates has staked their flag there and saying, if I don't do well in Iowa, I'm out, right? Trump is up right now. The latest poll in Iowa, 43. The next closest two people are Haley and DeSantis at 16. Look, I will say this on a positive note. That was probably the most substantive debate that we've had so far. I got to hear some good issues. I got to hear how these candidates differ from each other on everything from national security to Ukraine funding to TikTok. There was some good substantive discussion last night. I will give credit to that. But did it matter? And the answer is no.
Well, so then what kind of game then is somebody like, say, Vivek Ramaswamy playing here when he just comes out and does this very combative routine? Now, as you say, it's really entertaining to watch. The grabs are fantastic. You know, like my Twitter was blowing up with them yesterday. But I'll tell you what, you've got to wonder, where does this guy go? Does he want a spot in a Trump administration? What does he think? Because he's an interesting guy, he's a smart guy, but he's kind of all over the map, and he's also been accused of being, you know, a bit of a weather vane with wherever a certain segment of the GOP is.
That's right. Look, I think he might be the only person that is actually looking for a spot in a Trump administration. No one else on that. Everyone keeps saying, is this an audition for vice president? You tell me, after what you saw the last couple debates, you think Donald Trump wants Chris Christie or Ron DeSantis or Nikki Haley? Absolutely not. And I don't think that they share that feeling. I don't think they disagree with that feeling. They don't want to be part of a Trump administration. Vivek might be different. But at the end of the day, here's what I'll tell you. Nobody runs for president to be something else. I think Vivek thinks, you know, for those folks who follow NASCAR, I think he's drafting. His idea is, I'm going to talk nice about the former president, his base, the policies he supported, in the hope that by saying I'm Trump without the lawsuits, that if Trump were to have some kind of stumble or fall, he would be the legitimate heir apparent. That's what he's doing. You notice he's the only one that's not going after Trump. He's actually saying, I want to be like Trump. I just don't have the baggage and the lawsuits.